The conquests.
And then video. And I think we're ready to go. Hi, folks. How are you today? My name's Dan Oakland. I'm joined today with Michelle Blewett. And what we're going to talk about, or what she's going to talk about, is enhancing the employee experience. As I said, my name is Dan Oakland. I'm an HR consultant with Alternative HR. And one of the things that I want to start with first is just a couple minute, maybe commercial or just a little bit of promotion, telling you a bit about ourselves. And then I'm going to turn it over to Michelle to talk a little bit about, or to talk through the webinar about this. And so let me get my slides. Anyway, I want to tell you just a bit about, most of you are familiar with Alternative HR, but we're very much like an HR department, that you might find in a large organization, except that instead of being dedicated to one employer, we work with dozens of employers, helping them with people issues. And we provide outsourced HR on either an ongoing or an as-needed basis. We're based here in South Dakota. We've been in business for over 30 years. We have a team of what I consider to be exceptional HR professionals. And so you can see a picture of our team there. And so let me explain just a bit about our purpose. The thing is, most large organizations have a full-time HR professional or maybe multiple HR professionals. But the reality is less than 10% of employers have that HR professional on staff. And so about 90% of small employers and medium-sized employers are doing the HR functions, managing their people, dealing with all they got to deal with without necessarily having the person who's got some maybe additional expertise. And frankly, most of you do it very well. But our goal is to help the 90% of businesses and employers that don't have HR professional on staff, to help you compete for talent, to help you comply with all the rules and regulations out there, to help you create an environment or a culture where your people are going to be engaged and productive, and when they're frankly that they're going to stay. So our mission is to provide the professional support to the 90% of employers, and that includes businesses, that includes nonprofit organizations, that includes public entities. So I look at our services in 4 general buckets. One, we've got our HR on demand, which is kind of our entry-level subscription service. For as low as $99 a month, you get newsletters, you get information and tools each month, plus you get up to an hour of time each month with one of our consultants, and then we assign one that you'd work with. The second bucket is our fractional HR or interim HR, where clients retain us to help them on an ongoing basis to manage their HR functions. So we become a part-time HR manager for your organization. The third is what we call our HR solutions. It's really as needed. So if you need help with recruiting, if you need help with a compensation system, if you need help with a handbook or policy, or if you got people not playing very well in the sandbox, we can help with those types of issues. The fourth bucket is our training and coaching. We do a lot of supervisory training, respect at work training, communications training. We do coaching as well with supervisors and executives. So that's kind of the quick 4 buckets that we work with. So let's get back to our topic at hand, enhancing employee experience. Michelle Blewett Michelle has just this week is celebrating, I think she's celebrating 3 years of working with Alternative HR. She is one of our HR senior consultants. She's also certified through the National Society for Human Resource Management as a senior certified professional. She has I think about 15 years of experience, including time with us and as well as with other organizations. And Michelle has worked with clients for us in finance and banking, in healthcare, in youth services, also with manufacturing and professional services, so a wide variety of clients. She's really become an expert in working with our clients on employee relations, employee retention, employee engagement. And so she's done a great job helping clients that she's working with on creating that culture of excellence and a reputation for becoming a good employer. So what I would ask is if you have questions, use the chat feature. That way I'll be monitoring those, watching those. And the easy ones I might try to answer. The hard ones I'm going to throw at Michelle. And so anyway, but I encourage you to do the chat feature if you do have questions. So right now, let me turn it over to Michelle. And again, welcome.
Thanks, Dan. Okay, again, welcome. Today's session is focused on a crucial aspect of organizational success.
Well, I don't. Michelle, you're muted.
No.
Okay.
I think you're okay.
And am I off mute? Well, I'll just start over just to recap here. So we're going to focus on a crucial aspect of organizational success, enhancing the employee experience. Employee experience is a fascinating area of study and practice within HR. And today we're going to explore why it matters and how HR plays a crucial role in shaping it. Employee experience, or EX, as it's also known, isn't just a buzzword. It's the foundation upon which an organization's success is built. It's about every interaction, every sentiment, every touch point that shapes how employees feel about working at their company. And we'll dive into why this matters and explore practical solutions for creating a workplace where employees thrive. Let's start by defining what we mean by the employee experience. It's not just about the tasks employees perform. It's about every interaction, perception, and sentiment employees have throughout their journey with the company. From the moment they apply for a job to their daily experiences, interactions with colleagues, growth opportunities, and even how they feel when they leave, every touch point shapes their experience. And understanding employee experience is crucial because it directly impacts their engagement, productivity, and overall satisfaction. It's about creating an environment where employees feel valued, supported, and motivated to give their best each day. So you might wonder, why does this matter? Well, besides the fact that happy employees make our lives as HR professionals a lot easier, there are a few other reasons. First, it directly impacts employee engagement. Engaged employees are more likely to go that extra mile, be innovative, and contribute positively to the company culture. Second, a positive employee experience directly influences retention rates. When employees feel valued and supported, they're more likely to stay for the long term, therefore reducing turnover costs and preserving that institutional knowledge. Employee experience also plays a significant role in shaping an employer brand. A positive reputation as an employer not only attracts top talent, but also enhances the ability to retain and engage employees over time. Furthermore, there's a direct correlation between employee engagement and customer experience. Satisfied and engaged employees are more likely to deliver exceptional service, leading to higher customer satisfaction and loyalty. Lastly, in today's rapidly changing business landscape, organizations need to be agile and innovative. A positive employee experience fosters a culture of innovation by empowering employees to share ideas and adapt to new changes. So let's do a quick exercise, and we're going to take a quick trip down memory lane. What are some of the factors that have made you love a job in the past? Think about specific aspects such as company culture, work-life balance, growth opportunities, or anything else that contribute to your company's satisfaction. On the flip side, what are some of the factors that have made you dislike a job or feel less engaged? Consider aspects like poor leadership, lack of recognition, limited opportunities for advancement, or any other factor that negatively impacted your experience. Have you experienced a situation where a job started off positive and then turned sour? What were those warning signs or triggers that led you to change your perception? And on the other hand, have you ever experienced a situation where a job initially seemed challenging or less appealing, but ended up being a positive experience? What factors contribute to that shift in your perception? And we can use these experiences to shape an employee experience. So I thought it might be best to discuss employee experience strategies through with a typical employee life cycle, from recruitment to end of employment, and provide some ideas to infuse throughout different touch points. So we'll start in the beginning, the recruitment process. This is often the first interaction candidates have with an organization, and it's essential to make sure it's a positive and memorable experience. Let's dive into some strategies for enhancing the employee experience during the interview process. First and foremost, clear and transparent communication is key. From the moment a candidate applies for a position, they should receive timely updates on the status of their application and what to expect in the process. Transparency builds trust and sets the tone for a positive experience. Treat each candidate as an individual and not just another resume in the pile. Personalize your communication and interactions to show genuine interest in their background, skills, and career aspirations. Tailor your questions and discussions to their experience or interests to make them feel valued. Respect the candidate's time by designing a streamlined, efficient interview process. Avoid unnecessary delays or multiple rounds of interviews unless absolutely necessary. Ensure that scheduling is convenient for candidates and they receive timely feedback at each stage of the process. Clearly outline job responsibilities, expectations, and company culture during the interview process. Candidates should have a clear understanding of what the role entails and how their skills and experiences align with organizational goals. This transparency helps candidates make informed decisions whether this role is the right fit for them. Make candidates feel welcome and comfortable throughout the interview process. Don't be late, greet them warmly, offer them something to drink, and provide them a comfortable space for interviews. Introduce them to team members and give them a sense of the company culture and working environment. Companies can get so caught up, and if the candidates are right for them, they forget that they're selling themselves to candidates. Candidates have options, more than they've ever had, so it's important to relay to the candidate what your company can offer that others can't. Encourage candidates to ask questions and share their thoughts during the interview process. This should be an interactive conversation where both parties can assess whether it's a mutual fit. Listen actively to candidates' concerns, questions, and feedback. And lastly, if not selected, send timely notification in a positive and respectful manner. That can leave a lasting impression and encourage them to consider future opportunities within the organization. Now let's focus to another critical stage in the employee journey, onboarding. And this happens to be one of my favorites. This is the time when new hires transition into their roles and become fully integrated into the organization. It's essential to make this process smooth, engaging, and memorable. Here are some strategies for improving the employee experience during the onboarding phase. Personalize your onboarding plans. One size does not fit all when it comes to onboarding. Each new hire brings unique skills, experiences, and learning styles to the table. By creating personalized onboarding plans tailored to individuals' needs, we can ensure that new employees receive the support and resources they need to succeed from day one. And we can be gathering information on how they train best during that interview phase and the pre-onboarding communication, which goes us to the next step. Provide pre-onboarding communication. The onboarding process starts before the new hire's first day. Pre-onboarding communication is crucial for setting expectations, providing necessary information, and helping new employees feel welcome and prepared. This could be sending them welcome emails, providing them access to onboarding materials, and introducing them to their team members virtually. Think about, how do you let candidates know about their first day? If it's nothing more than a start date mentioned in an offer letter, then we have some opportunities for improvement. Think back to your first day. There's a lot of anxiety and fear when starting a new company. Even simple tasks like, where should I park or store my lunch, can be stressful. Will I be taken out to lunch? What's the dress code? So more information we can let them know to make them feel welcome and eliminate those first day jitters, the better. Next, Timely training and development. Proper training is an essential part of the onboarding process. We should provide new hires with comprehensive training on company policies, procedures, and systems, as well as job-specific training to ensure that they have the knowledge and the skills to perform their roles effectively. However, we need to be mindful when we introduce those topics. It's not in the best interest for the new hire or the company to train simply to check off a task in a training manual. The training should be introduced at a time where the new hire will retain that information. Pairing new hires with mentors or buddies can greatly enhance the onboarding experience. This person needs to be friendly and approachable. Mentors can provide guidance, support, and insider knowledge, helping new employees navigate their roles. Buddy programs can also foster camaraderie and help new hires feel more connected to their colleagues and company culture. Also providing another point of contact other than their supervisor in HR. Offer engagement activities. Onboarding doesn't have to be all work and no play. Incorporating engagement activities into the onboarding process can make it enjoyable and memorable for new hires. This could include team building exercises, social events, or fun challenges that help new employees bond with their colleagues and feel like a part of the team from the start. I've seen a scavenger hunt activity where not only the new hire is meeting new people, it also provides an opportunity for the team to interact with the new hire too. Provide regular check-ins and feedback. Communication shouldn't stop after the first week of onboarding. Regular check-ins and feedback sessions are essential for ensuring new hires are settling in well and addressing any questions or concerns they may have. These sessions also provide an opportunity to gather feedback on your onboarding process itself and make improvement for future hires. And finally, don't forget to celebrate milestones and achievements during the onboarding process. Recognizing new hires' accomplishments not only boosts morale, but also reinforces their sense of belonging and value within the organization. All right, so now we're through the recruitment and the onboarding phase. And we want to retain our employees. So what are the key elements of a positive employee experience? I've identified 6 we're going to talk about today. And I will say that each one of these could be a topic on its own, but we'll go over it in a high-level overview. Starting with positive work culture. Creating and nurturing a positive work environment is important for making sure employees have a great experience at work. When employees feel good about their job, it not only boosts morale, but helps the company succeed. Let's talk about some key things to focus on for making work a positive place. First off, it's essential to have clear values and strong purpose that everyone can get behind. When people understand why their work matters, they feel connected to the company's values and they're more motivated to do their best. And ensure that values just are not words on the wall, but are actively demonstrated and reinforced by leaders and employees. Embedding values into everyday behaviors and decision-making processes help cultivate a culture of integrity, respect, and accountability. Here's an example, and I'm sure most of you have heard this before, but Southwest Airlines takes culture seriously. They even have culture priorities, and they are employee happiness over customer satisfaction, customers even over stakeholders, humor even over corporate behavior. And they also have humor as one of their core values. And you've probably seen that they use humor in their safety videos for flights. So when a long-term customer of Southwest Airlines voiced a concern about safety announcements stating that safety of passengers is nothing to joke about, the CEO wrote a letter stating back, "We'll miss you." That's a prime example of believing in a core value and making decisions based on those values. Another crucial aspect of keeping employees engaged is ensure they find their work meaningful. When employees believe their task holds significant and contribute to the organization's objectives, they feel more fulfilled and committed to their roles. Matching job responsibilities with individual strengths and interests is key to enhancing this aspect of the employee experience. Engaging in meaningful work stands as one of the strongest drivers of employee satisfaction and commitment. When employees perceive their contribution as purposeful and impactful, they become more motivated and dedicated to their responsibilities. So now let's explore, what organizations and how they can foster meaningful work for their employees. Start by making sure everyone knows what the company is all about and what their overarching purpose. Help employees see how their work fits into the bigger picture and why it matters. When people understand how they contribute, they're more likely to feel like their work means something. Keep reminding everyone about company goals. This can be done through conversations, team meetings, and stories about success. Share stories on how companies have helped customers, communities, or maybe even society in general. Connect personal goals with company goals. Encourage employees to think about what they care about and what they want to achieve. Give them the chance to line up their own goals with what the company is trying to do. Give freedom and responsibility. Let employees decide how they want to get things done and give them room to be creative and solve problems. Encourage them to take on projects they're interested in and support them along the way, but also let them try new things and take risks. The next element to the employee experience is growth and development opportunities. Employees want to feel like they have room to grow and advance in their careers. This includes providing access to training, mentorship, career development programs that help employees reach their full potential. Investing in employee growth and development is not only beneficial for the employees, it's also essential for long-term success and sustainability of organizations. When conducting interviews, one of the main questions I get asked is, how does career growth look like for me here? And it's important to have an answer to that question. If it's not mapped out and promotions aren't consistent and employees don't know what they need to do to advance, they won't have trust in the process. I work with teams to create a very intentional path, one that not only nurtures their growth, but sets them up to succeed when they're promoted. It includes regular check-ins with employees to discuss their thoughts on growth, but also involves discussions of what knowledge, skills, and abilities they need in order to be considered for a promotion. Here are some strategies for fostering growth and development within the workplace. Cultivate a culture where learning is valued and encouraged at all levels of the organization. Emphasize the importance of continuous learning and skill development in staying relevant and adaptable. Provide resources for support for employees' learning, such as access to training programs, workshops, conferences, and online courses. Encourage employees to take ownership of their own learning journey and pursue opportunities for growth that align with their interests and career goals. Develop and implement comprehensive training and development programs that address the specific needs and objectives of the employee and the organization. Offer both technical and soft training skills to help employees develop that knowledge, the competency, and the abilities that are needed to excel in their roles. Tailor training programs to different levels of employees and different stages of their career, from onboarding and orientation programs for new hires to leadership development programs for aspiring managers and executives. Pair employees with experienced mentors or coaches who can provide guidance, support, and feedback on their professional development journey. Mentorship programs can help employees navigate challenges, set goals, and make informed career decisions. Encourage informal mentoring relationships and peer-to-peer learning opportunities within teams and departments. Create a culture where employees feel comfortable seeking advice and sharing knowledge with their colleagues. And create opportunities for stretch assignments. Offer opportunities for employees to tackle challenging assignments, projects, and roles that would really push their boundaries. These stretch assignments are all about learning and developing new skills. Encourage your team to step out of their comfort zone and take calculated risks in the pursuit of growth. And remember, we're here to support them and resources to help them to succeed in new endeavors. Provide clear pathways for career advancement and growth within the organization. Offer opportunities for promotion or lateral moves or cross-functional experiences that allow employees to explore new roles and expand their horizons. Conduct regular career development discussions with employees to discuss their career goals, aspiration, and development needs. And then lastly here, foster a learning culture where knowledge sharing, collaboration, and innovation are encouraged and rewarded. Create opportunities for employees to share their expertise, best practice, and lesson learned with their colleagues. Recognize and celebrate achievements and milestones such as completing a training program, earning a certification, or successfully implementing a new skill or technique in the workplace. Another key element of a positive employee experience is concerning strong leadership. Being an effective leader isn't about just managing tasks and setting goals. It's about motivating and empowering employees to realize their full potential. In the realm of shaping an employee experience, leadership sets the tone for organizational culture, drives engagement, and significantly impacts overall satisfaction and retention rates. Here are some key qualities that contribute to successful leadership in shaping the employee experience. Leaders who articulate a compelling vision and a clear sense of purpose provide direction and meaning for their teams. When employees understand how their work aligns with the broader organizational goals, they become more engaged and motivated. Empathetic leaders demonstrate understanding and concern for their needs and the concerns of their employees. By actively listening and showing genuine concern, they foster trust and create a supportive work environment where individuals feel valued and respected. Effective communication is fundamental to effective leadership. Leaders who communicate openly, transparently, and consistently build trust and promote collaboration within their teams. Clear communication ensures that expectations are understood, feedback is provided in a timely manner, and employees feel connected to the organization's mission and values. And in today's energetic business environment, leaders must be adaptable and flexible. They need to navigate change, embrace uncertainty, and encourage innovation. By fostering a culture of being adaptable, leaders create an environment where employees feel empowered to take risks and learn from their failures and continuously improve. And empowering leaders need to delegate authority, encourage autonomy, and trust their teams to make decisions. They provide opportunities for growth and development, recognize individual strengths, and foster a sense of ownership and accountability. Lastly, leading by example. Leaders must embody the values and behaviors they expect from their teams. By demonstrating integrity, resilience, and a positive attitude, leaders can inspire their employees to do the same. This next element is all about work-life balance. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable work environment, building resilience and prioritizing employee well-being are crucial for ensuring sustainable success and a positive employee experience. Resilient and healthy employees are better equipped to navigate challenges, manage stress, and maintain high levels of performance and engagement. So some tips here to build resilience and promoting well-being within the workplace. Understanding resilience. Resilience refers to the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and thrive in the face of adversity. It involves developing those coping skills, maintaining a positive outlook, and effectively managing stressors. Encourage employees to cultivate resilience by fostering that growth mindset, encouraging self-reflection, and providing resources and support to help them develop coping strategies. Stress management. Help employees identify and manage source of stressors in the workplace. Provide stress management workshops, mindfulness training, and relaxation techniques to help employees reduce stress and improve their overall well-being. Encourage a culture where employees feel comfortable taking breaks, comfortable setting those boundaries, and seeking support when they need. Provide work-life balance by offering flexible work arrangements and encouraging employees to prioritize self-care. Promote well-being. Break the stigma surrounding mental health by openly discussing its importance and providing resources and support for employees. Offer employee assistance programs, counseling services, and mental health workshops to help employees address mental health challenges and seek support when needed. And take a holistic approach to employee well-being by addressing physical, mental, and emotional health. Offer wellness programs, fitness classes, and health screenings to promote physical well-being and encourage healthy lifestyle habits. Create a supportive and inclusive work environment. Create a sense of belonging and community through team building activities, social events, and opportunities for collaboration. Workplace flexibility. Recognize that one size does not fit all when it comes to work arrangements. And when possible, offer flexible scheduling, remote work options, and alternative work arrangements to accommodate the diverse needs and preferences of employees. Empower employees to manage their own schedules and responsibilities in a way that works best for them. Trust employees to deliver results regardless of where they work and focus on the outcomes rather than hours worked. Build supportive relationships. Encourage collaboration and teamwork and mutual support among employees. Create a culture of trust and camaraderie where employees feel comfortable reaching out to one another for help. And provide opportunities for employees to connect and build relationships through team building activities, networking events, and mentoring programs. Strong social connections and support networks are essential for promoting resilience and well-being. The last element we're going to discuss is trust, and trust is that glue that holds the entire employee experience together. It's what makes you feel like you're in a team where everyone's got your back. When trust is there, you feel safe speaking up, taking risks, and sharing your ideas without fearing judgment. Here's how trust impacts the employee experience and how HR plays a pivotal role in fostering trust within the organization. Trust is that cornerstone of any successful relationship, including one between employees and the organization. When employees trust their employers, they're more engaged, committed, and willing to go that extra mile. Trust creates a sense of psychological safety, where employees feel comfortable taking risks, sharing ideas, and being their authentic selves at work. On the flip side, the lack of trust can lead to disengagement, low morale, and high turnover. HR plays a crucial role in fostering trust within the organization through various initiatives and practices. First and foremost, HR sets the tone for trust by ensuring that policies and practices are fair, transparent, and consistent. From recruitment and onboarding to performance management and employee relations, HR ensures that processes are conducted in a manner that promotes trust and confidence among employees. Moreover, HR plays a key role in facilitating open communication and dialogue within the organization. By providing channels for feedback, addressing concerns promptly, and providing transparency in decision-making, HR helps build trust and credibility with employees. We also play a vital role in championing diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, creating an environment where all employees feel valued, respected, and heard. And additionally, HR supports leaders and managers in building trust with their teams through leadership development programs, coaching, and training. By promoting trust-based leadership practices such as active listening, empathy, and accountability, HR helps create a culture where trust is woven into every aspect. And trust is not something you can force. It's something that grows over time through genuine actions and care. HR serves as a steward of trust within the organization. By prioritizing trust and integrity in all aspects of the employee experience, HR plays a critical role in shaping the workplace where employees thrive and organizations succeed. A great way to make sure you're implementing or focusing on the right element is to ask your employees for feedback. Get the pulse on your organization from both individuals and managers. Surveys are so valuable for understanding employee sentiment, identifying pain points, and gathering feedback on initiatives. They offer structured insight into job satisfaction, they can pinpoint challenges, and track progress over time. By promoting engagement and participation, surveys empower employees and foster transparency. This data-driven approach enables organizations to prioritize interventions effectively in a workplace where employees feel valued and supported. Now, let's address a challenging but essential aspect of the employee experience, the end of employment phase. While it's never easy to part ways with an employee, how we handle the end of employment significantly impact the overall experience and the organization's reputation. Regardless of the circumstance, it's crucial to treat departing employees with respect and dignity. Terminations can get emotionally charged, and it's essential to handle them with sensitivity and empathy. By showing compassion and understanding, we can ease the transition for the departing employee and maintain their dignity throughout the process. Again, that clear and transparent communication is key. Provide them with all the necessary information regarding their final paycheck, benefits continuation, or any other relevant details. Open the floor to questions and address their concerns honestly and with professionalism. Exit interviews are valuable opportunities to gather feedback from departing employees and identify areas for improvement within the organization. Encourage departing employees to provide honest feedback about their experiences, both positive and negative, and use this feedback to make necessary changes to improve the employee experience for current and future employees. HR plays an important role in shaping every part of the employee experience within an organization, from recruiting and onboarding to professional development, performance management, and beyond. HR influences the course of employees' career and their overall satisfaction within the workplace. By championing inclusive policies, fostering a culture of diversity and belonging, and implementing effective communication strategies, HR professionals can create an environment where employees feel valued and supported and empowered to thrive. Our role expands beyond administrative tasks. In essence, HR intertwines its influence across all aspects of the employee journey, ultimately shaping the company's culture and driving its success. So, did we hit on every aspect of the employee experience? Absolutely not, but hopefully you'll have some takeaways to put into practice. Feel free to reach out to me or any other member of our alternative HR team with further questions. I think, Dan, you have some follow-up.
Thank you, Michelle. So I just want to thank you again for joining us. I appreciated all the things. And as Michelle is talking, I'm going through, okay, how am I doing? How is our company doing on this? And each of those areas, I'm thinking, okay, we do that. No, we could probably do better on that. And I'm sure you're thinking the same thing. There's so many aspects of an employee experience. I've got Keegan sitting across the table who's on day 4. Michelle is standing here on year 3. I've got Karen, who's actually in Rapid City doing some training today in year 13. Some of you have employees at 20, 30 years. And so all of those experiences sum up. Sometimes things go well, sometimes things don't. Our job is to try to manage that to the best of our experience. But what I wanted to address, a couple things is, if I can get my clicker to work. There. Again, I want to make sure you've got Michelle's email and our phone number. So if you do have questions, don't be afraid to shoot an email to Michelle, or info@alternative HR works as well, or a phone number. But I wanted to just mention a few ways, because sometimes when you look at that, there's a lot of things that impact employee engagement. Where do you start? You start where you're at. You start by asking people. Maybe it's the exit interview. Maybe it's a stay interview. Maybe it's that performance evaluation. Maybe it's just that break room. You're talking about, how are we doing on this? Or what do you find frustrating? What's working? What's not working? So it's that simple feedback and communication is where you start. One of the areas, so some of the things we help our clients with in this area are, whether it's either formal or even informal engagement surveys. Sometimes those are just sit down conversations. Sometimes it's more a formal engagement survey. We're trying to get specific feedback and look at different areas. Another area that we do a lot of that applies to this is supervisory training. Because and I'm sure you're on this webinar because you're interested in employee experience. It's important to you. But I hate to say, not all of our supervisors and managers understand the importance or have been trained in how to manage those relationships and that employee experience. So We do supervisory training, performance evaluation systems, and you'll read articles that saying performance evaluations are dead. But let me tell you, feedback is still the number one motivator of people in the workplace. How am I doing? Why didn't you tell me there was something wrong if you've got a frustration? So just those types of systems. So there's a lot of things I think we'll try to do to help you get started if you need some help. But just to remind you again, we've got a good sized team. We've got a highly experienced team that can help you with that. So encourage you to reach out. We'll be, I assume, or I'm guessing you're all on our email list. You got word of this. So bottom line, and finally, I just want to thank you again for your attendance today. I want to thank you, Michelle, for your presentation today. You all have a great day. Thank you.